Good afternoon, Master Tanaka. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, friend Elena. We are the gathered fraternity, and we are here to bring you a lot of information. For all of you who are within that path that you call spiritual, then what you begin to observe in your being, that more and more you are entering what you call self-understanding, because when you are on a spiritual path, always remember you are on a path to recognize themselves. So then you even start to generate movements in your lives through your thoughts and feelings. These movements will always be in the orientation of self-knowledge. That's why every factor that happens to occur in your lives, many of the beings even claim to already have a certain familiarity, even claim that they had forgotten those pieces of knowledge that they had within them. But from that movement they made in their lives, they started to remember. This fact of remembering must be understood as a new interpretation of your being. You already had that information, but that information was, shall we say, reserved for a time that you deemed most appropriate. This moment, we always say, is the now, because if you come to understand the now, you will observe that when you are centered in your being, this now is permanent. Every time you look at yourself, every time you express to yourself desires, express to yourself feelings, then you must understand what this means. Feeling for you is still in a very abstract context, but notice that you all have your own concepts about feelings. So what should you come to understand? As the self-concept is still existing, then naturally you will observe feelings that you describe through words. These feelings are expressed in different ways, because each being has an interpretation of these feelings. So what do you come to understand? The more I come to understand my own feelings, this leads me to a greater understanding of the whole. Because in this understanding that I am expressing to myself is the way of wanting to express myself to understand the whole. That's why the more you know each other, the more you spend even observing yourself, then you will understand. This observation will generate fruits within your self-knowledge, fruits that you will use in all relationships. Because you, who are incarnated here on planet Earth, are all connected. You all live relationships. So, when these relationships become more and more fluid, become more and more within what you call respect, then within that way, you will come to understand yourself more and more. Respect is being interpreted by each being in a particular way. But always remember that respect is an energy of God. So, when you even guide your being to manifest respect in a way that is within the understanding of divine being, then what are you going to realize? That divine respect leads to a greater understanding of what divine love is, because the love of God is filling all spaces. The love of God is present in all beings. So, when you are living this divine respect and understanding that all this respect is leading to the truth of God, then we put it, your behavior will become more and more adequate. It will become more and more oriented to live these relationships in a much more favorable way. Each being that establishes these energies in itself starts to conduct this to all beings, and that is what you must keep aware of in order to keep the desire to express yourself in this way, always active in yourself. With these words, I say goodbye. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.